Now, notice the phrase in verse 31 of our proverb, he who oppresses the poor reproaches his maker. To reproach your maker is to blaspheme him. It is to treat him with contempt. To denigrate a person, to belittle a person, is to blaspheme Almighty God. No matter what you say, no, I'm not really blaspheming. God says, yes, you are. Because to attack the image of God in another human being is to attack God himself. You know, there's a legal basis for this proverb. He who oppresses the poor reproaches and blasphemes his maker. So to mistreat the poor is to mistreat God. To mistreat somebody made in the image of God is to blaspheme God. Listen to Genesis 9:6. This is what God said to Noah right after he's cleared the ground with the flood. And he's called upon Noah to build a new civilization. And he's given Noah the basic institutions that he's going to need to create a new civilization. And one of those is civil government in its embryonic form. And he says to Noah in Genesis 9:6, whoever sheds man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed, for in the image of God he made man. Why is murder a capital crime? Why is it that the only way we can punish murder justly is by finding the murderer guilty and executing him by the state? It is because whenever he murders another human being, he is attempting deicide. God takes it as a direct assault upon him. You attack my image in a man, I interpret that as attacking me. And anybody that does such a thing, anybody that sheds blood unjustly, is blaspheming his maker. Now, you know, this also can be applied to racism and kinism. To disregard and denigrate people, and to disregard the fact that all human beings are made in the image of God. God takes that personally. When we become racist and we believe that one race is better than other races. Now, you know, the new word for racism, you need to know it if you're not aware of it. There's a new word for racism because racism had such baggage with it that the people who were racists got tired of being accused of being racists. So they thought up a new name. And the new name for themselves, and I regret to tell you, it's infiltrating the Christian church, it's infiltrating the Reformed world, and the new name is Kinism. You know, like kin, your kin. Kinism, Kinism, is a new word, a new movement for the old-time racism. And this proverb would attack racism as well, because any denigrating, belittling of the image of God in a human being is a belittling and blaspheming of God. And there are people out there in this world who look upon the black race particularly, and various other colored races, as inferior to the white race in some way or another. I know one preacher, and other than his racism, he's a great preacher. And he said that for a black man, a black person, and a white person to marry, it's adultery for the white person to marry a black person, because there's something lowly about a black person and not like the high and mighty white. So whenever we have any kind of belittling attitude toward people made in the image of God, we are blaspheming God himself. You remember the proverb we quoted a few weeks ago, chapter 22, verse 2. The rich and the poor have a common bond. The Lord is maker of them all. Whether a person's rich, whether he's poor, whether he's black, whether he's white, whether he's educated, whether he's not educated, whether he's skilled or he's unskilled, all human beings have one thing in common. And that is we're made in the image of God, and that image is to be respected.